There's always been these contentious debates over the last couple weeks about who works in tech and who don't. And oh, you're a recruiter. You don't really work in tech. You work in recruitment. While all that stuff is fun and it's good for the algorithm to get clicks and go back and forth, on a serious tip, black recruiters, whatever they do, and whether it's a tech company or not, they are essentially needed, especially for us. Since I want to say, probably since Trump probably came back in office, like working, being black, like in corporate has been like very different when it's come to interviewing and getting callbacks and everything else. Like, we all really weren't getting a lot of help when it came to DEI. Like those initiatives really was more so for everybody that didn't look like us, if you want to go look at the numbers. But now, like I can tell you guys a personal story from a client of mine who showed me a screenshot of her, and I don't know if it was another recruiter at a recruitment company. I'm not going to divulge names here, just because I don't want to get her in any trouble based on whatever conversation she's having for job things. But she sent me a screenshot, and it showed whoever she was talking to. She was pretty much saying whatever recruiter didn't call her. And the guy said, "What? I can't believe that. I gave them 2 resumes. Your resume was much better than his. And let me guess, he called the white guy." And I said that because a lot of times when we come on here, we're seeing the comments, people say we complaining and this or that. I'm like, nobody's really complaining. We kind of already know what we up against, but just actually seeing it, and it'll kind of like really infuriate you. It's like, what's going on here? Like, and then if I take that a step further, then sometimes you get to a new company and you find out like who's managing you or whatever you're doing. Like, these people aren't better than me. I can do this. Like, all the stuff that's happening could have been nipped in the bud if somebody more competent was in charge. And yet a lot of times that's when I was talking to a friend of the show, Bryson, and I was talking about how when I apply to jobs a lot of times, and if whatever role it is, I'll go look through the security org and just see if I see 1 or 2 faces that look like me. Most of the time I don't. So most of them times I chalk it up to you make it, hit back up, but 9 times out of 10, they not calling you, fam. Now, these are the biases. This is the one part of the diversity part when it comes to race and everything else. The other part I talk about when it comes to security and diversity is backgrounds, as far as what did you used to do for work or where you came from or what company that you used to work for and how that background can help you exceed in a org for security. But I don't want to go on like a long tangent with this because I think like after that, she ended up having a call with a recruiter, and the recruiter basically tried to talk them out of the role, saying they don't think you'd be a good fit. I'm like, why in the hell would you call somebody and say you don't think they're gonna be a good fit? Like, what was the whole purpose of that? Like, hang on, let me do this real quick, because guys, I got my sounds now.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Like, I don't understand like none of this stuff that's going on right now in the industry. You have people who aren't qualified getting hired. You just had the what did Lee send me about the guy that I'm gonna find him off on really quick because he always sending me some stuff. Because remember the last one that was over CISA, I think that's how you pronounce it, right? CISA. Mm-hmm. He was not qualified. And the next person, so see, the Senate on Tuesday approved, I guess, General Joshua Rudd to serve as head of both U.S. Cyber Command and the National Security Agency, finally filling a critical military position that has remained vacant since last April. The Senate approved Rudd by a vote of 71-29, with some Democratic lawmakers objecting to his lack of cyber experience. Rudd was elevated to the rank of general as part of the vote. Now, how can you put somebody over a national security agency and a cyber command and they have no experience in either? So, like, sometimes what I be wanting to tell them people when they give feedback or when they want to talk about experience and stuff, it's like, bro, don't talk to me about experience or what I need to know how to do from no longer when y'all have people lives at stake with people that don't know what they're doing. And this, based on today's episode, this is the worst time people who don't know what they need to be, don't know what they're doing, are in charge. Especially when y'all see what's going on with Iran and then whoever their allies are. CISA don't have any money now because of the administration and everything else. It's a mess. So when you get mad or you come in the comments and you try to like troll the black people or say we whining or not, we're not. We're looking at the injustices that's happening, people that are qualified. And it's not even, take black out of it. Just say people who are qualified are not even getting a shot at the role because you just want a person that's going to say yes to you because they don't know what they're doing and you can control them because they don't know what they're doing. They're not going to have a backbone. And so when we look up in the next couple of years and everything is real bad, y'all can blame y'all administration for the trickle down effect that it's had on the nation and in the sub pockets of the industry and all these people that vote this way. And this also goes into one of the last things where, and I'll put it on split screen too. When I was talking about all the black women that love to champion my white manager, my white manager, my white manager, and I was like, that's cool, but what your white manager voted for when it came to election time? Exactly. So they only have seen it at work. I'm saying, no, you really don't understand. It's always a back and forth. I get it. Two things can be true. Your black manager did treat you better than that black woman manager. That could possibly be all the way true. I know for a fact it's not every black woman manager. Sometimes some of them are jealous because, hey, maybe the younger woman is getting more attention to them. Maybe they're more attractive than they are. Maybe, yada, yada. Those petty things do happen. But also what can happen is these people vote in the self-interest of themselves, and that's directly affecting you. And matter of fact, I think that it kind of goes into what you're talking about with the Europe stuff, but how I think it's harder for y'all now too, getting jobs now, just being black women. Mm-hmm. And
we're the most educated.
That's a topic. That's a panel topic that me and Bryson want to bring up because
we know black women are educated.
Yeah, but but it's a nuanced conversation because the most educated out of black men, I think, of course, because women gravitate to going to school more than men do. But everybody know, and then we're gonna talk about what the actual majors are. So it's it's gonna be a really spirited conversation, not in a bad faith way, but some good things that we could talk about and what can we do with this information and band together and all this other stuff. But I just want everybody to know, like, if you're a black recruiter, we appreciate you. Because you go, like, a lot of you guys do go the extra mile when you can and review our stuff. And not only black recruiters, black people in HR. Like, a lot of these things mean a lot. Like, I got the 411 on a lot of stuff that was happening when the black chick in HR left my current company. She put me on a lot of game. Mm-hmm. That'll never happen if, you ain't got the complexion for the protection.
I think that I think that we definitely have to give black recruiters a round of applause. And also even from the perspective of we know that we are, I'm trying to get the words out. Mm-hmm. We know that we have a disadvantage, right, in some way, shape, or form. But I don't even think that people are even thinking about how does it feel to be a black recruiter, right? It's a lot that goes on that they know about that, like you just said, the GP, the general population, is just not aware of. And again, if you don't have friends that are recruiters or you don't have a personal connection to a recruiter, you don't even know what's going on or the struggles that they're going through. We know that they're typically the first rows to go when it is time to go. You know what I mean? So I think we got to give credit when credit is due. And shout out to our recruiter friends.
Facts.